Do surface skimmers really work? So the 50 lowboy hasn't been set up too long, but I'm getting this little film on top of the water surface. A lot of that is due to everything that I put in. So it is self-caused, but I'm going to self-remedy it as well. Driftwood, biofilm, plants breaking down, the roots shedding and becoming water roots, all this is causing this buildup. This film almost that coats the entire top surface. So we bought a surface skimmer. Now this aqua top one on Amazon is only 20 bucks. They have the UN and Oase have one also that look a little bit nicer, but double the price. So about $40, you can get a better looking one. The UN one is all white, I believe. Um, but I went with this because I'm not going to use it all the time. I'm not going to have it on. It's not going to be part of the aquarium because I normally don't have any issues with a film on top of the surface unless it is a still surface. So the low boy, it has a good amount of agitation, but there's just too much going on. Let me show you what it looks like right now. So right now it's actually not that bad. Before it was like a whole film coating the top, but right now you can see it's just little specks of it. Just look over there, you can see the little spots floating. I mean, from the top, you can barely see it, but if you focus on the surface, you can see them going across. So I thought, what could be a solution? I've done the method where I've taken a little container and I've skimmed the surface, but there's just too much surface area here. So we're gonna try this. I've never used a surface skimmer before. One of my canisters on the rimless up there has the lily pipes, which has a surface skimmer, but that it goes up and down as it adjusts with the water level. So more water evaporates, the water level drops. The surface skimmer is kind of like a bouncy piece that will also drop as well. I don't know how this is going to work. So let's figure it out together to see if it's worthless or worth it. Pretty much surface tube, just as I expect. I mean, some come with a more weir-like top, but that funnels right into a sponge that looks like this. It's pretty much a simple piece, and I'm guessing that this will go up and down as far as the water surface level goes. Um, Here we've got a how much you want it to take in and put out. So let's leave it at max. I'm guessing this is the output where it's going to flow out the water. Everything that sucks in here and all the film is just going to be stuck right there on the sponge. So let's take this out. So this unit is a completely in-tank unit. Also comes with this guy, which might be, yep, might be like that. So this is probably just to protect any livestock from getting sucked in. Almost like a, I mean, if this was just a protective, useless piece, I'm going to feel really dumb, but that makes sense. So nothing gets sucked in there. All the big chunks. Yeah, it's got to be it. So also has this little hook for where the cord goes, but let's go put it where we want it to go to be a little bit more discreet. Inflow, outflow, surface skimmer is just, I'm just going to put it somewhere in between, maybe right here. And it sticks against this PVC board, which is great because I didn't want to put it against the glass. This way it is discreet as well as pushing flow outwards with the outtake. I'm going to plug this guy in. Let's take a look at it. This is what it's looking like. Obviously, needs to go down a little bit more, so we're going to slide this down. About right there. Now you can see the bubbles coming out the bottom. I get a better view like that. All right, so there is extra flow going. So I don't know if you can mix out. You can see the water dribbling in, and then there's the sponge. So that's really how it works. This is a good shot. You can see all the little pieces of film on top. There we go, perfect. So a piece of food got stuck right at the gate. There we go. See all this little film on top of here. So hopefully that does a good job. And we're going to leave it on. See all that looks like oily film. We're going to leave that on for a little bit. I mean, the surface isn't as bad as I've seen it before. So let's leave it on for about an hour or two, and then we'll come back to see what it looks like. Okay, so I took a peek, and we're about 5 minutes short of it being an hour. Nothing on top. Nothing there. In the bottom, it is, God, I mean, just, I can probably see better than the camera shows, but seriously, I don't see anything. I see the little particles and micro bubbles and some debris, but I do not see any film. Like, I don't know how to make it so you guys can try to see something. Maybe if I go on the light side or in the shadow right here, where you're able to see a little bit before. There's literally nothing. And that guy's still sputtering away like a champ. Sponge is still good. I did end up just turning this around so more can go in this way. Look at that. Dude. Okay, I am pretty amazed at how well this did. I don't see anything, guys. Nothing on the surface. I don't see anything with my eye, but I'm trying to give you guys all the angles so you guys can possibly try to see anything. Probably a better view down here, but that water is, even if I splash a little bit, it will clear up any kind of film around the splash area. But it still looks the same, identical as what it did before. And all that there is just these little micro bubbles, little small debris pieces. But that's just filtration. No more film. Wow. Super excited about that. Pretty much at this point, I can shut it off and then just pop it back on when I need to. But just for good measure, I'm going to leave it on and then check it out tomorrow. I mean, I don't expect there to be any film tomorrow because it's been left on. But then I will try to go back. Maybe I'll turn it off. Turn it off, check tomorrow, see if there's any film that's developed. And that way I'll know that it's working. Maybe I can find a way to just put that under the hood, like in here somewhere. Because even this, I mean, okay, so this filter water, you can see, kind of by the light reflection that there is surface scum. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it surface scum. But there's some in there. So I wonder if I left it in here, will it still catch everything that comes in here? I don't know, but it could be something we can test. I know this suction isn't the greatest, but it goes through these filters, and even when it comes out of here, the surface scum is so small, and small leaks, that it does make it all the way through. So that could be something. We could test that theory and pop in this guy under here. That way it looks cleaner. And if it works, hopefully doesn't cause any film. But man, admire the plants for a second. All right. Super cool. Hopefully you guys learned something in this video today, because I sure did. $20, not a bad buy. Let's pick it up off the ground. This is what it is. Aquatop surface skimmer. 65 gallons per hour for aquariums up to 100 gallons. $20, not bad. Get one if you need it. I'll see you guys in the next video.